So it has officially been 3 years since I started my creative journey. In the beginning of 2023, I left Dallas with no more of a plan than to just be gone for a couple of months as I explored Mexico. In this time, I started posting content about my travels, sharing photos, and even spoke to the camera for the first time. My trip quickly shifted from a 60-day adventure to 90 days to 180 days, and within just 1 year, I had completely shifted my identity from somebody who lived in Dallas to a digital nomad traveling the world and with no true home other than this hub here in Mexico. Since then, I've been on over 200 flights, visited 18 different countries, and have gained nearly 50,000 followers while reaching millions of others through my content. And while these numbers are a good way to quantify my last 3 years, this new lifestyle has given me so much more than just that. I've made lifelong relationships with people that I never would have met if I never took the first step. Experiences such as traveling with a crew of nomads for 6 months through Central and South America in exchange for creating content, and thousands of opportunities to help aspiring creatives take their first step in their journey. Through hosting offline events with a couple of great friends, and helping hundreds of thousands of creators through my content and digital products. It's safe to say that my life would be completely different if I never would have taken that first step, if I never would have booked that first flight to Mexico, and if I never would have pressed publish on my first talking head video. My Saturdays that I used to spend drinking and watching sports have now changed to exploring small surf towns, doing food crawls in new cities, and just taking my camera along for the ride and to capture these adventures every weekend. And at the end of last year, I was actually recounting my entire creative journey, and it's actually kind of beautiful how some of the toughest and darkest moments in your life can lead to the most growth and put you into a position that you never thought you would ever be. Like how my house burning down ultimately pushed me to leave the safety of my small hometown in Kansas and move to Dallas to just switch things up. How a simple breakup pushed me to join Remote Year, which helped me gain lifelong friends and gave me the first taste of what it's like to be a digital nomad and to live without being tethered to a single location. And how taking the most uncomfortable step of my life, booking a one-way ticket to Mexico with speaking very little Spanish and hardly knowing anybody in the town, could all lead to this life that I would never change for anything in the world. And through all of these great experiences, 3 of my favorite weeks of the entire 3 years were the weeks when I was able to host our creator retreats with one of my great friends. We'd bring aspiring creatives together and teach them the art of content creation, how to shoot, edit, get paid. And through this, I met some amazing people, but ultimately those retreats had their own limitations. The number of people I could help was not as much as I would like, the logistics, the cost of travel, and the amount of runway to actually help people through to accomplish their goals. While you can get a lot done in a 7-day retreat, you can't really follow through and help them fully accomplish the goals that we were helping them set in the week together. And so while those were some of the best weeks of my last few years, I needed to switch it up. I needed something that was more malleable, something that I could pivot easier, and something that would allow me to help people take their first step without quitting their day job or dropping $2,000 on a flight to get to the location. So I went back to the lab to figure out what my next project would be. And I spent a long time in there. I even launched a small version of it before it was ready, and through that launch, I learned more and more about what was needed. And so I got some mentorship from some of the top creators in the space, started to create a small team that could help me build this next phase of it, and put together a game plan. And instead of throwing all my eggs in one basket, I started testing smaller projects. I launched workshops to help people in small group settings. I launched a test school community to see if people had interest in that. And I treated all of these projects as a simple test phase to just get some insights on what people actually wanted. Through all this, I helped creators understand why they were creating in the first place through locking in their creator identity, and then I helped them build confidence behind the camera. I didn't overdo with crazy marketing or huge launches. It was just small little test runs to figure out exactly what these people wanted. And that's exactly where I figured out the most important insight of all. Most creators don't need more motivation or inspiration. They already have it, and that unfortunately comes and goes. What they need is structure, accountability, and a clear path. Because the most important thing that these people didn't know is what they don't know. Many of the creatives in the programs didn't lack skill. They knew how to shoot and edit photos, but they wanted to do more. They wanted to do more than just posting pretty photos. They were stuck creating without direction, and they held back because they didn't feel ready or they didn't feel like they had proof that this could actually work. And they all had jobs and commitments that they couldn't let go of to just go all in on content creation. And this brings me to my biggest project to date, FSCreative. FSCreative is short for Full Stack Creative, and that is somebody who can handle the entire creative process from end to end. FSCreative is a transformative, guided community designed to help you build your personal brand, create better content, and make your first dollar as a creative, all without dropping everything and quitting your day job. I want to build the community that you join once and you never want to leave, not only because of the mentorship that you're getting from me, but because the accountability that we have baked into the weekly calls and what you're getting from the other members in the community. It's a place that gives you everything you need to go from just starting to part-time to full-time and then scale this into a creative career. My goal is to build the most motivated creator community in the world, and FSCreative is designed to take you from wherever you are now to a full-time creative as soon as possible. It's going to feel like a constantly changing, live, and evolving community. And so the doors are officially open, and I'm looking for 20 creators to join me as the founding member class. This will be the most intimate and direct version that we'll ever have for this community. I'll be working directly with you to understand your pain points and to understand how to get over that as quick as possible. Imagine this, a couple months from now, you know exactly what to create, who you're creating it for, and you have a completely elevated skill set to help you create content that you're actually proud of. You also have all the tools and templates to help you get paid to create. And so if any of that sounds like something that could help you and you're ready to make 2026 the year that you actually go for it, click the link below and I'll see you inside.